Hello, final six. Wow, there's so few of you here. It's crazy. Let's get right to it. Daniel, final five. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels fucking great. I am proud of myself for making it through live night. Like live night was pretty crazy. But happy I made it through it. Happy I made it to final six. Super proud of myself for making it to for like winning immunity and securing final five. Like fifth is the best I've ever done in an org before. So it's very nice to be here. And super proud of myself for winning immunity. My back is fucking killing me still because of these stupid sit and stands. But that's my own fault for doing way too many.
Nice. So Justin, you're looking around, you can't vote for Daniel. Four other options. One of them's your partner. So unless you're willing to vote your partner, options are very limited. Even with your partner, options are very limited. So how do you balance and how do you make decisions on potential like options when there's idols out there potentially?
Right. Like you have to think about who would want to target you and try to remove them, honestly. And then when you think of an idol, since you kind of have to take a risk at this point, like risk it for the biscuit, throw your vote and see what the hell happens, because honestly, you don't know. Because there's definitely, and there could be two freaking idols right now, right? Like,
Sure.
So, yeah, you just got to weigh the options of who you think will want to keep you around and keep them here.
Yeah. So Quinn, we saw a lot of searches for the idol over the last round. Is it thought that someone has at least one idol at this moment?
Definitely. Somehow if no one has the mountain, I just don't understand. And if no one has the graveyard, I don't understand that as well. So mathematically speaking, yeah, I think two idols are out there for sure.
All right. So Carlos, you lost your partner a few rounds ago. You've been able to go strong. How do you feel about your chances to survive tonight?
Not great, honestly. I'm nervous as I feel like the options are limited at this point, and I think that people, I don't know, I think that people are gonna just scramble and play to like whatever pushes them to the final five.
You're sounding like you think it's you tonight.
I think we all have a huge like. I think we're all like anybody but Daniel is probably really nervous about our chances, and I there wasn't a really solid plan tonight, like every other night, but tonight felt specifically horrible.
Yeah. So Courtney, you've gone the longest of anyone here without your partner in the game. So do you think that helps you because you've been navigating alone for so long, or do you think it's just everything's out the window at this point?
That's a fun fact I didn't know. Rest in peace, Dusty. You know, I hope she's watching this. I assume that I was very much benefited by her crazy ass that never shuts up, not going around and making everything much more difficult for me. I don't know from an objective having a partner versus not having a partner standpoint, but I know from a who my partner is standpoint that Dusty not being here for me to babysit is probably for the best for me. Also, I feel so weird. I don't want to sketch anybody out, but I just realized as I joined the Zoom that I did not respond to something that Carlos said to me right before, and I'd already joined. I don't want to break the rules, so I'm going to ask to whisper to Carlos, but I'm not trying to be sketchy. I don't want to think I'm being sketchy, but yeah, I just want to like be not an asshole who left him on red. So can I whisper to Carlos, please?
Sure. Let the non-sketchy whispers begin, I guess.
Thank you.
If anyone has any sketchy
Whispering, I feel like it looks bad, but I'm really, I just don't want to, I don't want to not respond to that. So one second.
Yeah. So Madison, you seem very pensive right now. So what's going on through your mind as we get to this vote?
Well, that's a vague question, Merle. No, I'm very anxious. I don't know what's going to happen. I, with like so few names, it's also like so many names. I don't know. It's very overwhelming. So I'm just like, I'm also sad because like at this point, like everyone's been awesome the whole game, but like we're getting down to the wire here. So it's a little bit more emotionally draining for me at least.
Yeah. Do you think tonight's a night where people might be trying to put one of the final moves on their resume?
Maybe. I mean, we have a couple more, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm running out. If that's your style of play, at least.
Okay.
Courtney. So kind of same question. Do you think tonight's about survival, or is tonight about trying to get yourself better prepared for the end, or is it about trying to make sure you're going to win if you get to the end?
I personally think that going off of what Carlos said, I think that everyone who isn't Daniel is scared and has reason to be scared. And if you have the luxury to be thinking about who you're sitting next to versus like how to get through, like good for you. Like I personally, I can't personally worry about that right now. Like that just seems like a layer that I'm not privy to, like to be able to have that much control over things, you know?
Yeah. So Quinn, being part of the last duo here, do you think that puts a bigger target on your back?
Yes, I think as even with the dwindling partnerships, like it just was assumed that duos have a big target, and this is definitely no different of a case. But yeah, I think that is a major factor in if there's a target on either Justin or I, for sure.
Daniel, so at what point does previous transactions matter versus, okay, let's forget what happened, got to move forward because that's the only way to continue the game?
Yeah, I think that there's a little bit of both. I think that with things that happened in previous rounds, it's like people build trust, people break trust, but like moving forward, it's like I think yes, we're all trying to survive this round, but I think end game is on the mind of all of us. And so like it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of like previous history and path forward.
Yeah. So you just lost your partner last tribal council. So is there any like negative feelings towards people that might have voted for him?
Maybe. I think they're like going into live night, I knew me and Johnny would be in danger. But quite frankly, I was just glad that I stayed over him. So like for that, I was thankful, and for that, like I really appreciate that. But I think that like the situation happening and like plans being made to target both of us definitely was not looking good for me. Yeah, and I was definitely very glad I wanted you to do this round.
Hey, that was a, like you said, a hard sat and stands challenge for sure. So Justin, if it's you tonight, you feeling empty or you feeling, wow, I got this far?
You a little bit of both in a way. Like getting this far, a huge accomplishment, but it's exhausting. So, I'm tired. But it's huge, and I'm proud, and that's amazing.
Yeah. Is everyone here tired? Everyone looks tired. Mentally anguished, I believe, is the word I would use for how everyone has looked. Oh, we got someone trying to say something to Daniel. So Carlos, if it's you, is there any last pitch you would like to make? Why should people keep you in this game?
I think people should keep me in this game because I feel like a lot of people have good. Well, I don't think people should keep me to keep me, but to get rid of other people. I think that everybody else has really selling good points to eliminate at this point, and I think I'm better to keep to get rid of. I like final four maybe. I don't know.
So just another reminder, if there are any idols out there, next tribal is the last time you can use them. Before we go to vote, is there anything anyone would like to say? Plea, whisper?
Real quick, can I not sneakily or shadily whisper to Justin?
Sure. Daniel is whispering to Justin. Does that make you nervous, Madison? When people whisper? Even
Yes.
sneakily? Yeah. Courtney, is it too late for plans to change at this point, or can things still be shifting?
I mean, it depends on how much. I don't know. I mean, all the whispers are not shady or sneaky, so right. So, I mean, mine wasn't. I don't. So, yeah.
That's
But I
fair.
mean, if there's enough whispers, I suppose that's more communication.
That's fair.
More whispering, more whispering.
Would you like to whisper, Carlos?
I don't know. Would anybody like to whisper to me?
Guess not. All right. Is there anything anyone else would like to say or do before we get to the vote? Is everyone good with their whispering? Thumbs up if you're ready to vote. Madison, you seem very reluctant there. All right. Well, hello, everyone. I have 6 votes in the sword urn because there's no shield urn. So, yay. But before I get to the votes in this urn, if anybody has an idol or other advantage and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right.
Hi, it's me.
Oh, hey, Carlos, what's up?
When I said I didn't have it then, but I got it. So I will be using this hidden immunity idol on myself.
I can confirm this is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Carlos will not count. Does anyone else have anything they would like to play?
I would like to play an idol on myself.
I can confirm that this is also a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast against Madison will not count. That means the only people that could go home right now are Justin, Quinn, and Courtney. All right. There are no other potential idols in the game. So let's see how the votes fall. Person voted out must leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote. Carlos does not count. Next vote. Carlos does not count. Next vote. Carlos does not count. There are 3 votes left. Next vote. Quinn. 1 vote, Quinn. 2 votes left. Next vote. Justin. 1 vote, Quinn. 1 vote, Justin. 1 vote left. Final vote. And the next person voted out. It's a 3-way tie, Courtney. So we have a 3-way tie. 1 vote Quinn, 1 vote Justin, 1 vote Courtney. All the votes against Carlo does not count. That means Carlos, Madison, and Daniel, you guys will cast the vote. If you 1-1-1 again, It's going to rocks, but it doesn't matter because none of you can pull rocks. So I guess that's how we do it. I just made that up. I'm going to give people a moment to discuss because I figure you'll probably need it by the stunned faces I am looking at right now. Have at it.
Um,
I laugh when I'm nervous, so I'm sorry for laughing.
Same.
Sorry. So sorry.
hey gamers, what's the thought?
I mean, I'm honestly speechless. I didn't think the vote was gonna go that way. So I like would love to talk to Madison and Carlos and think what happened.
You care.
Do y'all want to talk at all?
Sure.
Do
How
we-
did you think the vote was gonna go?
I mean, I had a feeling Carlos was going to get votes, but I personally was very nervous about him having an idol and did not want to vote him. Because I was fairly certain he had an idol. Of course, Carlos did not confirm that to me, but I thought he did.
Mm.
I mean, unless you guys are ready to vote, you can all give me a thumbs up if you are.
So my guess here is, Carlos, did you vote for me? Yeah, I figured. Why did you do that?
Did you vote for Justin?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I felt like the votes were coming my way, and there, instead of you had agreed to vote with me and Daniel for Quinn. I also had heard that you had told people you were gonna throw your vote for Justin. So if I didn't have an idol, I would have gone home 3-2, 2-1.
Yeah.
So for me, if I'm looking out for you and you're looking out for me, letting you go home by a 3, like when I could tie the vote, it's not really looking out. It's just a chicken wait. Like for me, that's my perception. It's just me not sending you out of the home, like out of the door, but not really like me sending you out of the door without actually sending you out. So that's why I made my decision to vote for you, because I felt like you had my back and I had yours, but not to the extent where when I was in danger, you would be that willing to tie the vote for me.
Yeah. I mean, from my perspective, I was thinking that there wasn't really anything that I was going to be able to do to save you. And so 100%. It was absolutely a chicken thing to do, to want to do that. But the reason I wanted to throw my vote was because I didn't want to face the consequences in this game going forward without you. And I didn't want to hurt you. I felt like voting you was a fucked up thing to do. It wasn't a jury management thing. It was because we're so close. And like, I didn't think you would do that to me. So I didn't want to do that to you. That's why I didn't vote you. Like, it wasn't me trying to, put you in more danger and not have your back. But it was me thinking to myself that based on what it was looking like, me and you potentially in danger, was looking like it was leaning you. It didn't see any way that I was going to be able to save us both. And I didn't want to do you so dirty that I voted you to save myself. So I was just, I was playing the game enough to try to like look out for myself and try to get people to understand where I was coming from, of not wanting to do you like that, to actually vote you to protect myself, So
yeah,
that's my explanation.
I apologize for hurting you. I think that we are seeing it a little bit different, and that's why you voted for Justin rather than voting for me, and that's why, like, even knowing that Quinn was receiving votes, it also hurt me a little bit, knowing that, like, and that was something that was playing in the back of my mind. I felt like I always watched you lose your allies, and knowing you're losing your allies but not really like feeling you can't do much for your allies, so not going out of your way to fight for them, which from your position it makes sense, because if you fought too hard, it would have ended on you. And I was afraid that I was going to be the next person that was going to happen to, and that's why I wrote your name down. It wasn't an easy decision, and I straight up made my mind like as I was voting, and I apologize.
No, I mean, I'm not upset, but is it possible for you to not do it again right now? Because like I didn't, like I said, like I didn't do that because I exactly what you're talking about. Like I get you. You're right. I have felt very handicapped in this game. I have felt like I got called this big threat from the beginning, and any move that I could possibly make would just kill me. Like I've just felt like I've had to be very, I don't like letting people down. I normally am the kind of person who fights very hard for my allies. It's just, I really want to be here, and I don't know how else to stay other than accept whatever isn't, me going. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I just didn't want to vote you because I didn't want to hurt you. And I saw, my options being more limited going forward if I both didn't vote the boot / voted and potentially puts, like, from my perspective, even if the vote ties, you go in the revote. And so, like, yeah. But yeah, I wasn't trying to jury manage you or be a shitty ally by not voting you and voting Justin. I just thought that, I just thought that it would be really fucked up to vote you. Like, I just thought that would be a really hurtful thing to do to you. I just thought that we were too close to do something like that. So.
Anyone else have anything they want to say? People want to talk, or are we just
Just a logistic question. Can you remind me what happens now?
all right, well, there's going to be a revote.
Right.
If there's a majority vote, that person goes. If someone gets 2 votes, if it's a 1-to-1-to-1, then in theory they would all be safe, and anyone not immune would pull a rock. However, there is no one that would be not immune. So in that case, those 3 will pull rocks to determine who leaves.
So
You can't go home because you're immune. Carlos cannot go home, and Madison cannot go home because they played idols. And that supersedes being safe by a vote.
Just vote me. Just vote me. Just literally vote me.
I was gonna say the same thing. I don't know.
Wait, so I'm so sorry. Who are all 6 of us revoting?
No.
Only the
If
3 that
you're,
were
if you're in the vote, you cannot revote.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I will be voting Quinn. That is the person that I voted first, and that's the person I'm going to vote right now. I think Quinn, I actually love you to pieces. Like, you are a fantastic person, but I think you're such a big threat in this game. I think you've played a phenomenal game, and I don't know if we can get back on the same page of what we had before. And I think that I've been vocal about my thoughts this round, and I think I will stick with that.
Madison, do you have any thoughts?
A little overwhelmed, but I also laugh when I get nervous. I this is very difficult. I'm probably gonna vote Courtney. Yeah, even though I love Courtney.
We will go to the booth to vote to make it official.
Yeah, I know.
Right. But I just
For
Wait,
sake of
Madison-
communication.
Yeah, Madison, who did you vote originally?
I
Justin?
voted Carlos.
Oh, Carlos. Okay. Oh, so it's us 3 voting. Okay. Gotcha.
Welcome to the page, Daniel.
Sorry, I am a fucking idiot. Carlos, do you know how you'll be voting? Okay.
No.
Well, unless anyone else has anything, then you just-
Okay. I'm gonna pull a talker, not talker. What's his name? Topher.
go for it. Okay. All right. Well, let's get to the vote.
I'm kidding. Oh my god, I don't know.
Unless anyone else had anything they really wanted to say. All right. All right. I have the revotes. Person voted out must leave the tribal council area immediately. If there is a three-way tie, the three in the tie will pull rocks just because there's no one else available to pull rocks. Once the vote's read, decision is final. Person voted out must leave the tribal council area immediately and will become the next member of the jury. First vote. Quinn. Next vote. Courtney. One vote Quinn, one vote Courtney, one vote left. Next vote. And the next person voted out of Cutthroat. Dual fates. Courtney. Courtney, that is enough. Do you have any final words? Courtney, we all love you. You are, as CMAC put a target on your back, one of the Mount Rushmores of Cutthroat. 100+ days. I know you said to someone earlier you wanted to be one of the legends. You are already a legend coming into this, and you did nothing but further your legend status. And we love you, and we can't wait to have you back on this side, hopefully, in the future. But thank you so much for playing. Well, as Daniel said, that did not go the way a lot of people were thinking it would go tonight. Hell, I went to tribal council not even thinking that was going to happen, but here we are. Look at this.